On the first day, I took my food in containers. All were not single-use containers. I used a glass one for my fruit, and when I was in the free hour with a friend, I realized that he was producing a lot of waste like he usually does that.
Ya hice el primer cambio importante. En vez de poner una bolsa de plástico, lo puse en una bolsa que traje de mi casa. Son limones. Primer comentario importante es que yo soy como súper de organizar todo individual, porque el orden es como algo para mí así muy, no sé. En que todo esté así junto, mezclado, sin separarse individualmente me está dando algo, pero lo hago por sas y por no gastar plástico. Y mi mamá me odia en estos momentos porque no la dejo usar plástico. Mi mamá está enojada porque no la dejo agarrar nada con plástico. Ya le dejé agarrar de que 2 panes, pero sí está un poco molesta. No me deja acercarme. Podemos confirmar que esto de no comprar plástico está muy imposible, muy difícil. No puedes comprar de que nada. Todo tiene plástico o cosas que contaminan. ¿Qué? ¿Todo viene en plástico? Pues todo, sí, todo.
On the second day, I also had fruit. When I went to buy something, I saw that all cookies and muffins were all wrapped individually, and they were inside another plastic container, which was nonsense to me. So I don't know why they keep doing that. Later on, I went to the tasting panel and was looking for something that didn't have any waste for my project. And everything had some sort of waste, like plastic or paper that had some type of plastic. When I went to see the containers, they were all full of waste that was neither biodegradable or environmentally friendly, which was not good for my project. I realized the best option was IHOP, so I went there with a friend and enjoyed it. On day 2, I had food again, but only that, so I was starving. On day 4, I had fruit again and bread. I went to see my brother with my SAS class, and it was very depressing, to be honest. My mom bought donuts, but I grabbed one. I did grab one, but I think that didn't produce a lot of waste since they were a lot in just one paper container. I also went to the Cheesecake Factory with a friend, and we produced no waste because we also took our water containers. Yay. On the last day, I was starving in the morning because I didn't grab anything because I woke up late, but then I went to eat the super salads and I ate cauliflower. It was very good. Then I went to Avispones because my brother had training, and I saw that there were lots of plastic bottles wrapped in more plastic, and I was shocked by the amount, and I think that can be reduced.
Hola, gracias al proyecto de Sophie de Zero Waste me inspiré y me comprometo a no usar popotes de plástico.
Bueno, Sofía me contó sobre el proyecto de SAS en el que vieron un video sobre dónde quedaba la basura, entonces me hizo reflexionar sobre dónde queda mi basura y por eso me comprometí a dejar de usar botellas de plástico.
El proyecto de Sophie me inspiró a no usar popotes de plástico y me comprometo a no hacerlo.
Bueno, pues Ana Sophie en este caso me enseñó un documental sobre pues lo que viene siendo el desperdicio y cosas que contaminan el mundo. La verdad, esto me cambió la forma de ver varias cosas y me llegó a la conclusión de comprometerme a disminuir los popotes y las bolsas de plástico que llego a usar diariamente. Gracias.
Fue toda una experiencia ir al súper con Sophie y buscar el no generar basura. La verdad, la odié. No podía comprar nada, no podía comprar galletas, no podía comprar papas, no podía comprar cereal. Pero la realidad es que Sophie me convenció de cómo poder hacerlo, cómo poder comprar el pan, cómo poder comprar las verduras, haciendo uso de bolsas de reciclaje. Y así es como ahora todo lo busco, en base a lo que me recomendó Sophie, usando las bolsas del súper recicladas y sin hacer uso de bolsas de plástico.
This is Henderson Island. It looks beautiful and even prettier from above. It used to be considered as a Pacific paradise or an idyllic island for everyone because of the pretty beaches and sand and shores. All of the nature and life within it was very pretty and natural, but then something changed. It entered the ranking of the most polluted places in the world at number 1. It looks as if a group of teenagers had just partied in there the night before, but it is an uninhabited island. That's why most people think it's unbelievable that it has so much plastic, but it's true. Most of its animals suffer from suffocation and death because of the plastics that end up in its shores. I came to the conclusion after doing this project that us as people, humans, are very dependent on plastic, not because it is essential for us to survive, but because of how it's been normalized and applied at everything. Food, entertainment, hobbies, everything involves plastic now. I think that with this project, the contribution to the environmental issue that we made was that we reduced the waste that goes to landfills. We increased life quality in some way because of the toxins it can release into our bodies. And also, it provides a larger durability of natural resources, and it could lead to people using more recycled or reused products. About the efforts I did for this project, I think the good ones were, for example, the snacks. It was easy and it was successful, the way I took them in containers that were not single-used. The bad thing was that when I went to Entrepreneur, I did grab something that had waste, but because I was hungry and it looked good. Also, I was starving. Most of the times I was lazy to put things in containers, so I preferred not to take anything, but then I was starving because I couldn't buy anything that didn't have any waste. I think this was one of the hardest things, like stop consuming the things I'm used to consuming, my favorite foods and the snacks I was accustomed to bring to school, like those that come individually packaged and in plastic bags. One of the easiest things I think it was like my after school meals because I just ate home. And also the water containers, I just had to carry them around, but it was pretty simple. I think some practices I can adopt on my daily life are to reduce the consumption of straws. I've started that already, and plastic bottles. Now, when I go to restaurants, instead of asking for a plastic water bottle, I ask for a glass of water. And I ask my family to not use straws. Also, something that I believe could make it more easy for people to adopt these practices was that the production of plastic was reduced and the wrappings also were reduced, because if people don't have it, how are they going to buy it? And they're going to make it a habit of their lives to stop using plastics. I think something that could be improved was that, for example, the project that won this year's Entrepreneur was Katrina, the one for the chilaquiles, and when I saw their stand, they all had a lot of big plastic, single-use plastic containers. I think they should swap these containers for paper containers, which are more biodegradable and are better for the environment. To finish this project, I'd like to say that I actually enjoyed this activity. Not at first, evidently, but at the end I liked it. I even ended up doing it for 3 more days because I just felt like I owed that to the world. And I think this is an issue that should concern more people. So people should be more open about it and talk more about it so that people will know and take action. Thank you, Miss Andrea.